Okay. It's telling me I'm live. It's telling me I'm live, but okay, now I see myself. Please, internet, pull it together. It says I have an excellent connection, but I do not believe it because it's buffering. Can you see me, hear me? G is like very concerned about the connect. It's okay. It says we have an excellent connection. I don't believe it, but it says we do. G is very concerned about whether you guys can hear or see me. Just let me know if you're receiving me. Buffering, but you can hear me. Okay. I didn't even try with my camera because I was watching a YouTube video like just before it came on, and it wasn't like the best quality, so I was like, oh god, here we go. But at least you can hear me. Just let me know if there's any issue or whatever. I mean, if worst comes to worst, we can go on Instagram live, but hopefully we're okay. It tells me there's no one. Oh, okay, there it goes. It was telling me there's no one in the thing. Yeah, so Nikia sent me a message because I totally forgot that and I was talking to my cousin like a few hours before, as I did some like shopping for her, and I was like standing outside her house talking to her, and I was saying about, oh, it's daylight savings next week, and I completely just forgot about the correlation. So keep in mind, we don't go through daylight savings until next Sunday. So the Elwood After Dark, it'll be at the same US times, but it'll be an hour earlier for Europe than I said. So it'll be 11 p.m. UK time and midnight, like Europe, like Tammy, where you are and stuff. So I'll put all the times up later because this week I'm gonna make a big deal out of it so that everybody knows. And of course it'll be posted afterwards anyway, because I'm the only one that's not in the US, so we had to do US times. So anyone who is in Europe who can't like stay up late, I tried to do it on a weekend because like, you know, if you want to stay up late you can. So hopefully people can join. And the L Word 19, they can't come anymore, but they're going to try and come next time we do this. They're just busy. So it's still everyone else, the L Word Online, All Things Tibette, Bet and Tina House of Stir Fry, and me, obviously. And yeah, what else was I was going to tell you guys something really cool happened today. I know I've posted a few Instagram stories in the past couple of days, and Lynn, I only just got on like 5 minutes ago because the time was messed up because daylight savings time, so you only missed like 2 minutes. And I was posting these stories on Instagram, and the one I posted yesterday about Diggy, about Danny and Gigi, Cephida saw my Instagram story, so I thought that was pretty cool. And there's some other eyeballs from the set, so some other people, so I was like, oh, that's cool. But what else was I saw something else today, and I was gonna talk to you guys about it. Oh, the the other thing I posted on my Instagram story about that, the bagel, and underneath there's like the piece of paper. It's not a script, it's like, I think it's like the set instructions for that day. And it had like they must be doing some sort of karaoke night at Dana's, so we'll be seeing that soon. I don't know whether you guys have had a chance. Well, if most of you, I know some of you have. Whoops. Sorry. I probably got feedback there. Oh, I think it was buffering there. So, what I was going to say is, I don't know whether you guys have had a chance to, hey Molly, to watch my video that I did yesterday about the season 2 updates, and I know there was some people that wanted me to talk a bit more about Laura Holloman and Rosie, and just like where they're at with filming. So they only started 206 on, it was around the 10th of March, so they haven't been filming that episode that long. And I mean, each episode, it depending on like if there's like a really big group scene or how many scenes they've shot at particular locations, some of them are taking on average about like 3 weeks or something. So if Laurel did like, we know that she was on set, well, as long as that picture was taken on that day where she's in the elevator with Jordan Hull, and so she might be in like a couple of scenes for 206, and then they're obviously still on 206 for the next probably like 10 days or so, because they're about 10 days into it now, and then obviously move on to 7, and I guess we'll be able to tell when they're going to hit the finale, because Rosie will go back to film, unless they do. I thought it was kind of weird the way in season 1 they had Laurel in 6 and 7. Like, I remember seeing that on IMDb, and that's the one thing that I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, if they're gonna get her back, surely they'd get her back for the finale. But I guess just whatever her schedule was, maybe it didn't line up that way. So I would think, especially because we've waited so long for season 2, that they'll try and get her back for the finale, and then Rosie back for the finale. So it will be an interesting one if they leave like a cliffhanger or something, because then they would have to have, well, unless they break up, but they'd have to have Rosie come back for, well, hopefully the 3rd season, but God knows when we'll get that. Oh yeah, Savage. Yeah, I was. I was just saying before, for anyone who joined late, sorry about the hour later. If you're in the US, we haven't had daylight savings here until Sunday, so that's why the time got like a little bit confused. I forgot about daylight savings. Got Canada, France. Lots of different places. I always think, I was talking to my one of my cousins that like I work with. She's more like my sister, like we're really close, and I was talking to her before, and I was talking about the live and things, and I was like, it's always so crazy to me when you thinking about all you guys like all over the world. Did you see about Vanessa Williams? Vanessa Williams? The Miss America Vanessa Williams? Have you ever heard of the podcast You're Wrong About? Oh, it's so good. If you haven't listened to it, if you don't have a good podcast, listen to You're Wrong About. And they do like they cover so many topics, like the OJ trial, Monica Lewinsky. It's just like things that Columbine, Princess Diana, and then they go over stuff and actually, you know, are like, this is what really happened, not what people think happened. But they're doing a 2-part one about Vanessa Williams at the moment, but I didn't see it. That's the only time I've heard Vanessa Williams in probably like a couple of years. So is she gonna be on the show or something, Molly? Oh, Miss G, when I said that, then she was like, wow, what G? What G? She's sitting in her chair here. Variety article regarding Vanessa Williams. Okay, let me see so that we can talk about it. It's Vanessa Williams. Oh, do you mean... maybe this is me showing my age, because Molly, I know that you're a youngin. Oh, thanks, I just got it. Molly sent it to me. I'm talking about Vanessa Williams, Miss America. Vanessa Williams. Oh shit! No, it's a different Vanessa Williams. Okay, news for this is great. Thanks, Molly. The L Word Generation Q at Showtime has added Vanessa Williams in a recurring role for season 2. Variety has learned exclusively. The first time someone else announces a casting, so I'm actually going to do the right thing and quote Variety. Not bitter. The new iteration of the series, blah blah blah, follows Jennifer Beals, yada yada yada. Williams will reoccur as Pippa Pascal, described as an incendiary artist who's been out of the public eye for almost 20 years until Bette becomes determined to track her down. Additional cast members. Oh, Sepida's like definitely... I don't like they should take her make her like a full-time, because they say additional cast members for Gen Q include Ari Mandy, Leo Shang, Jacqueline Tobani, Rosanny Zayas, and Sefida Moafi. So she must be really like bumped up to main cast, because like even Nat isn't in that, but she is, which I am all for. You guys know she's my fave. It was also announced that Rosie O'Donnell, Donald Faison, and Griffin Dunn will guest star in multiple episodes of the second season. It is expected to debut on Showtime later this year. So at least we I mean, they've got this news exclusively, and that hasn't leaked, because I would have heard about it if it leaked. So she probably hasn't been on set yet. Yeah, I mean, another character, just what we need. But at least that's confirmation that at least, I mean, we knew that it was going to be this year. Like, surely they couldn't. Williams will be next seen in Jordan Peele's follow-up to the horror classic Candyman. Blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, she was in The Flash. I like The Flash. She appeared in almost 100 episodes of Days of Our Lives. The L Word Generation Q is executive produced by showrunner Marcia Lewis Ryan, as well as creator Eileen Chaikin, Kristen Campo, Elise Sazarki, an original series stars Beals, Menning, and Haley. Steph Green executive produced and directed the pilot. So, that was excellent timing for the live, if I do say so myself. That just dropped, what? 2 hours ago? How did I not see that? I have like alerts on for like everything. Oh, do you know why? I think it's because they've called the title. I need to change my things. It's like L word, Generation Q, so I need to fix my things. So let me put this on the screen so you guys can see, because when I think of Vanessa Williams, I think of former Miss America Vanessa Williams. And it's not that Vanessa Williams. And then I was thinking, isn't Kobe Bryant's wife called? I know she's called Vanessa, but I don't know about Vanessa Williams. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, the Vanessa Williams from The Flash. I love The Flash. I love Supergirl too. Oh, Nakia, that my Vanessa Williams we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, she looks like, I'm probably aging her, saying my age, but she looks younger than me. So I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see. It just takes me one little sec. Hey Jasquita, we just got just talking about the Vanessa Williams casting. Oh, come on. WhatsApp was down here a minute ago. Oh, guys, also my I can't say the word on YouTube, but my prison sentence is going to be until at least the 12th, which is supposed to be the day I move. But I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because I really want to go into my new... Oh, Susanna, was her birthday yesterday. It's fine. Come on. Oh, I got it. Picture's coming now. Sorry, it's just taking its sweet little time. We can talk about something else while I'm pulling it up. But I had my... Did anybody watch the Cheltenham races today? If you saw the Gold Cup winner, I know this is completely off topic while I'm pulling up this picture. The Gold Cup winner is one of the jockeys that usually rides my dad's horse, and my dad's company sponsored the jockey. So like, if you see any of the news, the horse and the jockey who won and the stuff that they're wearing, it's like, well, my dad's company. It's called VLR. That's the Vanessa Williams I know, but this is a different Vanessa Williams. This is a younger Vanessa Williams. Like, I don't know, she must be like between my age and 20 or something. She's probably like mid-20s. She was in The Flash, that's what I know her from, and she was in what did they say, Days of Our Lives. I'm pulling it up right now. Sorry, it's taking a while. I had to get the picture off my phone. Thanks, Molly, for sending that to me and being on top of it. I don't know why I didn't get an alert. do? Oh, crap. Sorry. Did something weird. Okay. If you guys have any questions or thoughts, let me know too. I mean, we can do some more Vanessa Williams speculating. Okay. G's just snoozing here. G's a bit mad because I was out today. I was busy doing some stuff. Okay, here we go. Enormous. And make me a little bit smaller. Let's see. Okay. There we go. This is Vanessa Williams. So, I wonder if yesterday, remember I was talking in my season 2 video, and we're saying that there's going to be a new artist that is like works in brings the R word. YouTube will kill me if I say that, but uses the R word in her work. So I mean, she's definitely an artist from what was said. Let me see the article again. Let me add it to my another story. So yeah, I mean, Bet is gonna have a relationship with someone. They've been talking about that a little bit in the thing. So I was thinking at first that it was going to be the woman who plays Chloe, because I think that she's having something to do with Bet's art world as well, because that Isaac guy is going to be like in the art world, and then Donald Faison, I think he's playing a guy called Tom. He's in Alice's side. Someone was saying that he's going to be like a book editor. I thought it was he was going to work on the show. Sorry, I'm just posting this on my story and saying if anybody wants to send to share done. Cool. Yeah, so I was kind of on the assumption that it was going to be Chloe that was going to be dating. So let me see what you guys are saying. Gloriana. So Bet has Chloe, Danny, and Vanessa. Yeah. She is going to be a busy woman. But it'll be like that. Oh gosh, remember that meat market scene, and then the Easy Girl Elizabeth Zip was like, you've been meat tagged. I'm like, oh lordy. Okay, put on this story. But see, this is what I mean by YouTube. That what you just wrote, Gloriana, it's telling me, like, asking me whether I should show it or hide it. It's like, they are so strict every week when I post this live, it never properly posts until the next morning, because like if you're subscribed to me and you get a notification, so I always, once this ends, it immediately gets flagged. So I put it, you can either put videos on private so no one can see it, public so everyone can see it, or unlisted. And unlisted means they can only see it if they have the exact link. And if you get notifications from me and you click the notification, you will be able to see the video even if it's unlisted. So that's a good reason to have your notifications on. And it's why you can see the video and other people can't. But if somebody just comes to my channel on Saturday mornings and wants to watch this back, they can't watch it until normally about 9 a.m. UK time, until I've appealed it, and then they've told me, okay, like there was nothing wrong with it. They basically tag it because I say like lesbian, and then it's a nightmare. Oh, so this Vanessa Williams is older too. Sorry, I thought she looked really, thought she was like my age. Vanessa Williams age. Yeah, that's the Vanessa Williams I know. Oh yeah, yeah, you said that. It was her birthday yesterday. So is it Vanessa Estelle? Yeah, Vanessa Estelle Williams. God, yeah, she's born in 1963. Damn, she looks good for her age too. The other Vanessa Williams looks good too. So she's 57. Oh my gosh, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. So this is kind of on topic what we're talking about. There are 3 Vanessa Williams in Hollywood. I guess it's like Williams is a really common last name. See, Lisa, your comment just got held too. Because if honestly, they are so strict. It's because they're worried that but people can come on here and say like awful things, like awful. Did you see the homophobe on my Instagram post today, by the way? I've really made it now. Homophobes after me. And she wrote me like this thing that was like talking about sin and blah. And I wrote back to her, and I never normally if somebody leaves me a mean comment or says something mean, I just normally ignore it. Like I never delete it, because I'm like, you know, they're entitled to their opinion. If they tell me that they think I sound like a robot, I've had that before. Or I had someone tell me on my Rosie vidcasting video that I was basically like not loud enough to be a YouTuber, and that my voice was very monotonous. And then someone else told me again I sounded like a robot, so I was like, okay, cool. But the homophobe, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have fun, and I wrote to the homophobe and said, oh my gosh, I had no idea, thanks for letting me know, boo boo. And then she wrote back, you're spelt wrong, sister, you're welcome, sister, and all this stuff about it being like a sin and stuff. But she'd put you're welcome, but she'd put YOUR, and so I wrote back again and did like a little asterisk and put your apostrophe. It was funny. I thought it was funny anyway. Yeah. Hey Jack. Yeah, I just read that out about. I read the bottom of the article that says she's called Pippa Pascal, which that is alliterative name. Lesson coming out there. Yeah, just about the YouTube thing. Just be careful too what, like, you try and get caught in that filter, because then when I go and post this video, they can use whatever we say as like evidence to say, well, this is why you were put unlimited. And I make sure I take note of like every single video they put unlimited, and then I words, which a lot of the time I do, but after 60 seconds it doesn't care. You can say fuck, you can say whatever you want, but I like to be able to show them, hey, you're closing this down. I'm saying like words that are just normal that you just are making a big deal out of. Then if they get a season 3, maybe Bet and Tina. Luvico, this is exactly what I say. You wonder how the homophobe found the L-word content in the first place. And this is my point, because I up until 2 months ago, I wouldn't get this stuff. Like, I just started getting it, and it's normally on Instagram, but I did get some on YouTube the other day. And my thing is, I'm a little YouTube channel, right? Like, you have to be looking for LGBTQ content to find me. I'm not like a celebrity that's on television and you click on me not knowing that I'm gay. Like, and all I do is lesbian stuff. Like, so I don't know what they were looking for, but yeah, my little channel. So yeah, they don't. Okay. Oh, what else? I was gonna say something else to you guys then. Oh, Molly was telling me that last night some of the Gen Q cast went live. It was at first it was Leo and I can't remember the actress that plays Maribel. What I have it on my thing. Can't remember her first name. Oh, Jillian Mercado. Leo and Jillian were live on Instagram, and then I think the second lot were Jillian and Rosanny, who plays Sophie, and they said, somebody asked them, I think, did they ask Leo, Molly, that whether when we were getting a trailer, and they said they don't know anything, and then they're only allowed to have like a live for 5 minutes on Instagram or something. L down, I can't, prison. No season 2 premiere till December, no Tibette reunion, nice. I video yesterday, my thought, I think I'm buffering. Oh, sugar. Oh. Yes, no, buffering. No. Can you hear me again? Oh, okay. If you can hear, because this, sorry, the it's on like a little teeny tiny bit of a delay, like 30 seconds. So when you hear this, just tell me we're good. Okay, cool. I think you can hear me again. Sorry. If it ever gets like that again, I'll give it, like a few minutes, and then we can just jump on Instagram if something happens. But just really briefly too, if you guys don't really check my merch store, I put some new Team Bettentina and Tibette Endgame and Miss G black shirts in my and long sleeves and hoodies in my merch store. They really help the channel out when you buy some, so if you want to support the channel, that's fab, no pressure. And I also put a shirt on there that this is the one that I want to give away, and it's in rainbow print, and it says we trust in the L Word Quartet, Jennifer and Laurel, Leisha and Kate. So those I am ordering samples of tomorrow, and I'm gonna get some long sleeves and some t-shirts and a couple of hoodies, and I'm gonna do the same with the Miss G stuff, and that's the stuff that I'm gonna give away on next Friday at the L Word After Dark. So if you ask a question at the event and you're subscribed to the channel and you like the video, you'll have I'm gonna do like put all the names in a draw, and then I'll pick the winners like then and there on the night, and then I'll do 3 winners in the comment section after like a week of it being posted, so that people who aren't there on the night can still win. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there in case I forget later. So yes, what we're talking about, season 2, where we're up and when we're going, release date. Yeah, so my whole I'm gonna do it for the comment section too, so if you can't come the week afterwards, just put a regular comment, and then I'll pick 3 people from the comment section too. So, because then it's fair, like because I know some people would be there, but like it's the middle of the night for them. So the release date. These are my thoughts. Okay, that show, The Shy, it's spelled like CHI, that has Lena Waithe in it. They finished filming in January, I believe, the end of January, and they just got announced that their season is going to air the 23rd of May, right? So February, March, they announced it, April, May. So if the L Word finishes in June, July, August, they would announce it. September, October, it would air. So it could work out that way, that we get it back in October, and that would mean in like August we'd get an announcement and the trailer come out and stuff. That's if they can stick to stuff. I know it's hard to think. The only thing that makes me a little apprehensive about that, and October makes a lot of sense too, because that, you know, like most TV shows start going back like September, October, and it's a really, really good time of year because like the winter's coming in the northern hemisphere and everybody is going into, and that's why like regular shows go back then. Like that's when like Grey's and The Flash and all that other stuff starts. The only thing that I'm like is what I said yesterday in the video about Dexter, and that's because the L Word and Dexter are, you know, two of the shows that they're both very popular, and they both were on Sunday nights at 10. So, oh, you're in Greece, Gloriana? I didn't think that. I thought you were in the US for some reason. You're in Virginia, Savage. Yeah, I honestly was really surprised when they did put it in December, because it's an odd choice. It's a really odd choice to have that in December. Yeah, they're honestly a nightmare. Have you seen some of the stuff that's allowed on this channel? It's like really, really questionable stuff, but God forbid it's gay. That's why I've said this before, that's why there's not a lot of LGBTQ creators, because you get really penalized for it, and also not like there's no one else that really does what I do. And if you go to any other TV show, like you look at Grey's or any show, they have loads of people that do what I do for shows. Like there's rivalries and things because there's, you know, enough room for everyone, but no one does it for the L Word because there's no money in it, because they are so restrictive on what you can do. And that just being real, like talking about the release dates and stuff too, I mean, like I obviously really want the show to come back like as soon as possible because I miss it, but also because it is hard like keeping the channel going, and there's not been any content for like over a year has been since we've had a new episode. And now that I've basically finished the retro reviews, that's why I'm like, please, can we get a trailer? Can we get something? And they're so, again, like, no, I really don't mean to be like being Debbie Downer, but other shows, they have 22 episodes a season, and they get trailers every week, and they get set visits, and they get interviews and spoilers and things, and there's so much to talk about. But with the L Word, like there's only me that does this sort of thing. I know there's people that do it in like Instagram and like website and things, but they don't put anything out there that we can really talk about, which I just think is odd, because why wouldn't you want, like, basically I'm hyping up the show for to, like, you know, so it's really, really strange. Yeah, YouTube do not care, and they especially do not care from someone who doesn't even have 5,000 subscribers. I'm like nothing to them, nothing. They do not care. I've complained so many times. They don't care. There's like people way bigger than me that have complained. You know that, like, I don't know her personally, but the Amber's Closet, she's gay too, and she has like a big audience. Like, I can't remember how many, but she's got at least, I think she's got at least like 200, maybe it's way more than that. She's got over 100,000 subscribers anyway. Ooh, Nat and Alice. Do you know what's been kind of funny? They don't let us know anything, and if they wanted to, it'll be a secret. That that's cool. That's that. They're the ones making the show. Like, they're the bosses. But I wish they'd give like a smidge. And Nat doesn't see. Maybe it's just the way they're shooting it, or maybe like most of Alice's storyline is at work or with Shane and Bet or something. But do you want to say hi? But Nat doesn't seem to have been on set a lot. And say hi to everyone. Yeah. And also Stephanie Allen has been working on like another set as well. So I don't know, maybe it'll be maybe she just hasn't been, like, because we know like Danny and Gigi have been taking lots of pictures and stuff, but like other people you'd never really know how much they're in because you just don't see anything from the set. Say hi, guys. Oh, little burp there. Oh, you eat your dinner too fast. Give me a kiss. Please say bye, guys. Bye. Love you. Sit in your seat. So yeah, I do actually like Nat. I like Stephanie Allen, but I think that Alice and Gigi would be a better fit. And but now I'm all about the Danny and Gigi. So I love Alice. Like, when I was a fan of the original show was on, I used to really like Alice, but now I like her so much more. Like, she after Bet, she's definitely my favorite character, and like with Gigi too. But I used to kind of put her, Alice and Tina and a couple like Carmen, and they were like favorites, but Alice is far and away like my favorite now. I absolutely love her. Oh, it's one of the executive producers' birthday today, because I saw one of them posted. I'm seeing if there's any other news. Oh, where is this going? For us, don't think so. Even like I know we talked about this a bit last week, but the Showtime accounts, I don't understand why they just won't let me run them. I'm like, what's going on here, guys? Let me let me sort it out for you. And yeah, I'll sort it out for you and it'll be good. And then also let me have an interview with each of the main cast. And I will forever promote the show. I wonder if they'll, the way when I know they won't do as many interviews for season 2 because it's season 2, but and maybe it'll take me 10. That's why I'm always in my videos I'm always subscribe to the channel, because that's the only way that you can get any sort of power, or not power, but recognition, is having a bigger subscriber count. And that would be the only way that by getting a bigger subscriber count would be that I would be able to get be big enough for them to be oh, you can be one of the people that interviews them, because all the other people that interviewed them last time had a lot of subscribers, a lot. Hi, Nosy. You think Danny and Sophie will get back together? I'm kind of Finley and Sophie, but now and maybe it's just they get along really well, and that's why they take pictures together. But Danny and Gigi didn't even have one scene together last year. I know they were all at she wasn't at Bet's thing or Shane's party. Yes, they were all together at Shane's birthday, but we didn't even see them talking to each other. Oh, Brenda, apparently loads of straight women love Shane, nearly all of them, and all of them love Shane. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you before when I started buffering. Oh my gosh, guys, you're gonna laugh so much. So when I talk about when I was in high school and I used to have to debate and talk to Kaylee McEnany about all her, very, very, very opinionated views. Well, there was only two other people in my class that stood up with me, and when the Kerry election was on, we were the only people on the Kerry side of the street, and one was my ex-girlfriend, who we won't mention, and I think I'm buffering again, and the second one was my best friend in high school, Erin. And Erin just had a baby, and when she lives in LA, and when she was on maternity leave, her mom drove up, and both her parents, and stayed with her, and she was sending me text messages. She hadn't watched Generation Q yet, and so she sent me all these messages that were oh my god, keep in mind she's straight, married, just had a child. She's oh my god, Bette Porter is so fucking hot, she's so hot, how is she still so hot after all these years? And I was oh my gosh, ever. And then her mum came, and they watched Generation Q again, and then her dad is she's always watching that lesbian porn. So her mum is secretly in love with Bette, watching the L Word constantly. And they're a really cute couple, her parents. They're so sweet, and they're so obsessed with each other. And her mom's sitting watching the L Word, and her dad's feeling sad. I thought it was so funny. If you knew them. Oh god. Oh, Nikia, who's your favourite then? I feel like all my... Aaron doesn't. Aaron loves Bet. And some of my friends love Alice. But like when the original show was on, when I was like late teens, early 20s, all my friends were like obsessed with Shane. My straight friends. Oh, hey Nancy. Rosie's going to be back on set next month. April. That makes sense. Yeah, where did she say that in a live? Or like your private? Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't see that Rosie was live. Was she on TikTok? And she replied, April. So that means... Oh, it's buffering. That means that she's probably not in the season finale. And then that also makes me think maybe Laurel is really done, because why would she leave LA for like 2 weeks? You know, like if it depends also if Rosie went in April, because if she's going to be in filming, you know, like the way they started filming in November, the first day of filming was like the 30th and 29th or 30th of November. But if Rosie is gonna, because like the Easter weekend is the first weekend in April. I know it's like the US, they don't have off, like we close down. My dad's 60 on the 3rd. So the last week in April is Monday the 26th. So if she came then it would make sense, because Laurel could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then she could go to Texas for like 5 weeks and come back. But anything, well, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. So, but the thing is, if Rosie was coming to film like the 12th, would Laura really go away for 3 weeks? I guess. It's not like they have to quarantine, like, strictly like we do, where like on the Alf Man, you would go to jail. There's people in jail for... Yeah, I just, you know, they're kids or anything like that, so it's just but I know they want it that way. But also, would Rosie really be in an episode without Laurel? It would be really strange. Like, no, I guess it wouldn't. I mean, they could do they can make it clever some way, or no, because then it depends how long Rosie's on set for. Like, would she just be there a week or 2 and it's a few scenes, or are these 3 episode chunks like 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 9? The finale will be filmed on its own, unless they're just tacking the finale on to this end and last chunk with 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's why. But I still think the fact that Laurel didn't say that's a wrap on Tina or whatever, yes, there's a tiny part of me that thinks, oh, maybe they're not allowed to say that, but surely they would know that we would jump to this. Oh, Laurel's not going to be in LA. She's not filming any. So, the what's? I don't really talk about like their personal lives. It's just something like it's like one of my only like rules, because they're always, you know, quite private people, and I just like respect, especially because like I'm making videos and putting them out into the world. I don't ever really want to like fire up all the personal questions about the actresses or the crew, especially like some of the writers, because people, you know, my other rule is be nice, because there's some people that really aren't nice to the writers and the show creator, and you know, they're working really hard to give us this show, and I just don't think it's right that people like absolutely blast them. Oh, you're in Texas, Nikia? I've only been to Texas twice. The FBI business seems so random. Yeah, Luvico said that because it definitely starts off with the cop, and do you know who I haven't seen tonight is Sonia. She's always telling me I should be a private investigator because of this channel, and they definitely start off with cops. So I wonder what gets turned into FBI. And you know what else was funny? When I was putting together the pictures for my video yesterday. Oh, Houston, oh my God, you live by Dr. Now? I love Dr. Now. And I put in that picture of the girl who plays Geordie, and she had like was doing a story that said basically going back to the set for the first time since COVID, and someone had asked her, are you excited about your storyline next season? Excited or nervous? They said, are you excited or nervous, or both? And she wrote back and said, oh, I just wrote out this whole paragraph about it and then realized I'm not allowed to say any of that. Yes, I'm really excited. It's going to be a killer season. And I can't remember who now, I saw someone else use that phrase, killer season. And then I was like, surely they are not hiding, like, I don't know, some dramatic Jenny storyline again where it's a myth. Oh, that was you, Molly, that asked that question? Oh, good. How did I not guess that? And also, how good would it have been if she answered it? So surely if they got to like do like 8 seasons or something, and yeah, sure they can, but I just don't, hopefully they're not going to try it again. So let me know what else you guys want to chit chatty about, ask questions. I feel like there's some of our regular people aren't here. I haven't seen Sonia. I haven't seen Deb or Barbara. I hope they're... I know that sometimes Barbara works, so she can't. Molly is also a private investigator. Oh, sugar, sorry. Sorry, push the laptop. Sorry, G. Oops, what's happening here? So it sounds too like Laurel is still on for the Bankside Gallery in September. Oh yes, that's a good point, Tammy. Maybe because of the daylight savings. Oh shit! What did the second message? Oh gosh, Molly is befriending the new cast members. I was going to send Carolina a message saying like, "Hey, just want to put you in my video. Got any info for me?" You don't think more than 5 episodes? Well, I don't think Laurel's in the first episode because remember that picture with those balloons and she has like the zip up thing on? I think that those were taken when episode 1 was being filmed. Oh, Savage, you got your shot? That's awesome. My dad got his today. My dad got his letter yesterday because he turns 60 not next weekend, the weekend after, and so now we're doing his age category, and he phoned, and there's so many people in isolation here that he got in to get his shot today. But if you can, let me know. Yeah, so I think she's probably in 4 because like I said, they've been filming episode 6 since around, I think it was the 12th they started it on, but within a few days of that. And if Laurel said bye bye LA the day she did, she probably didn't like finish on set that day, and like she will have had a few days to tie stuff up probably. So I would guess she's in 2, 3, 4 and 5. My dad, he got the Oxford one. We have like 2 hubs here. So one hub is at the airport because obviously our border is really tightly controlled at the moment. Basically, no one is flying in. I mean, like, we only have one hospital here, so still a small amount of people still traveling, but they're mostly using the airport for the vaccines. And then in town, like in our main town, there's an old big supermarket that they're doing the other vaccines there. Oh, that's good, Gloriana. I actually am supposed to be giving some of the shots. I haven't been told when yet, but I'm going to be very soon. Yeah, I'm excited about Tess too. I think Jamie Clayton it's always really interesting to hear, because like the people on the show aren't. If somebody interviews Jennifer Aniston right now, like, I love Jennifer Aniston, but like, what are you gonna ask her? Like, she's been in the media for so long and everyone knows everything about her, but like most of the people on the L Word, like, they're very low key. Like, they're not out there like putting their business out everywhere. I think this is Okay, it's working again. One of my best friends keeps telling me to watch Sense8. I need to watch it. She told me if anyone's in the UK, or well, the US already has it, the show The Flight Attendant with Kaylee Cuoco. Oh my gosh, I watched it last weekend after the live, and then I finished it by Saturday. There's 8 episodes. It was really good. And George from Grey's Anatomy's in it. Oh, lots of buffering. Let me, give it a sec. It's trying to reset itself, so let me just give it 2 minutes, and if not, I don't know whether you can hear me right now. Sorry guys. Sorry. If you can't hear me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about moving, because I'd like booked to move and was supposed to move on the 12th, which would mean I have next weekend and then 2 more. Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, 2 more weekends after that. So I'm really hoping to move soon. And my new apartment is really nice. I'll show you guys next week my new apartment. It's on the, I always live on the water. It's like a thing I have to. I love it. In Florida I did too. In New York I didn't though. Well, I lived next to water. It was like a lake. Can you hear me? Okay. If you think I should switch to Instagram with here, let me know. I probably won't stay on for too much longer though, because I am absolutely starving. Oh, Molly, she did. Let me see. I didn't see her story. Oh yeah, it's Marja Lewis Ryan's birthday today. That's cool. Let's leave her a happy birthday post. I think it was her wife's birthday like 2 days ago. It's fine? Or no? Yes? No? Sorry about these interruptions with the thing. You guys are the best. You're always so kind to me and patient. Oh, okay. As long as it's okay. Hey, let's do, you know what? Like, let's do a post, and I'll put it on my story, because I did a post about the crew today, and how they are out in California working super hard in the heat with masks on, you know, doing a difficult job, and I don't think they get enough praise. So I did a post about the crew today, and then I was thinking, let's do a post in my story. That's really going to have a girlfriend. Only the sound. Pick us a little bit. Yeah, it's a friggin' nightmare, this thing. But like I said, I'm moving very, very, very soon. And I used to live there before I lived in New York. After Florida and before New York, I lived in this same complex. And I lived there when I worked for PokerStars, and it's literally like right next to PokerStars. Really good. So hopefully I won't have this. I mean, this is also because of the smackdown, but yeah, I just saw party thing. There's like really cool balloons. They've got like rainbow lightsabers. Oh my god, this was amazing. I posted it on my story. Oh dear. Let me see if you can see it a little bit better. She's watching it. I'll do a post for us after on my story saying happy birthday to her, because like I said, Molly, what did you send me now? Besties. Next question is, when the F you coming on Ash Silver? Since you said you'd love to, Rosie, and I love you. Ask her when because then she'll be finished filming. And remember before she was like, I'd love to come on, but I haven't been on the show yet. So then she'll have no excuse anymore. She'll have been on the show. Come on, Molly. Yeah, birthday party. Listen, this is also Marja Lewis Ryan, who's the showrunner. If you've read her interviews, she talks about how she was, I guess is, a Bet and Tina fan, and when she watched the show, because I think she's the same age as me, so she would have been, yeah, Molly, you pick a good moment when she's watching the show, because I'm pretty sure she's the same age as me, and she was saying that she saw them as like something that she wanted to emulate, like she wanted to be like them and have a family and stuff like that. And even they have kids. Well, they have a kid. I think she put something up on her Instagram about doing fostering, which I think cool and really generous. And I think that's important to keep in mind, that she is a fan of them. And the most important thing is, I super trust and believe in like not only Jennifer Beals and Laura Harmon, but Leisha Haley and Kate Manning, and Leisha and Kate are also gay women, and they understand that side of, like, we don't have a ton of representation, but and the three of them are executive producers too. They seem like really awesome people, and I really wish, like, I recorded like a pants thing last week when they were asking for questions. I wish they would have played it, but I didn't think they would, because I did like plug my channel in it, and I just think that, like, they didn't bring the show back to throw everything out the window. Like, they brought the show back, or started a new show, however you want to say it, so they could tell more stories and, give us more representation than even the original show did. And if this is the story they're telling right now with the divorce thing, is it what I want? No. Like, I really would love to see them together still. Like, even my best friend that I was talking about, who and when her and I were going back, and she said, this is a direct quote, I was thinking about putting it in my stories, that she said, I need to go back and watch the original show, because I think I didn't see where Bette and Tina split up. And she said, I'm confused. I said, no, we're all confused. No one understands why. And I'm gonna keep my faith in them, and I trust them. If you would have listen, I've been around since day one with this show. I've always been a fan, and in season 2, I hated Helena. Hated her. And then season 3, I remember like being that, and also I was like very young, obviously, too, and this is the first time I'd ever seen lesbians on TV, and it meant so much to me. And Bette and Tina weren't together. Like, it was awful. I hated it, and it was so awful. And I really remember thinking that they were never going to get them back together. And then season 4 came, and I was like, oh, they're making this even worse. They're torturing me. And I also did this weird thing at the time where my first girlfriend, who used to call me Bet, like as a nickname joke, then we had in season 4, I think, broken up, and there was like lots of stuff going on. Like, one minute she was like back in love with me and wanted to be with me, and then was like doing things that did not point to that. And I remember in my head thinking, like, even Bette and Tina are broken up, like, of course we're not gonna get back together. And then when Bette, and like literally that she-bar kiss, oh my god, like I was watching it with another friend, and it was so amazing, because I'd waited over 2.5 years and thinking they're never going to get them back together, and they're going to do this forever and just torture us. And literally the she-bar kiss was like a high. That week alone I must have watched it 100 times. I had it recorded on Showtime, and I went to an L Word. It was just amazing, and it was so great. And for those 2 years I was like there. And even season 2, season 2 wasn't all kittens and rainbows. So for 3 years they really, really like messed me around, and I thought all was lost, and I hated Helena, and then I hated Henry. And then I thought, now they're going to do this whole thing where Bet's with Jody and Tina wants to be in a relationship and and look what we got. Season 5. So this is my real long roundabout way of saying we gotta wait for that she-bar kiss. And when it happens, I will never shut up about it, because I'm still talking about the she-bar one. And if I don't even want to say if I'm wrong. I'm just reading you guys' comments. Yeah, like Gloriana said, let's keep the hope alive. And that's the other thing, like, if they really were like, we're done, this is it, they've had their moment in the sun, the fans have had their she-bar high, it's divorce, now together, why would they have gone through all of this to bring Laurel? They had 8 episodes last season. They didn't know they were getting a season 2. They didn't know what was gonna go on. Like, why would they waste 2 whole episodes basically centered around only the original fans and the original show fans have some sort of, relationship? Like, my other best friend Emily, who's a mod on the show, she sometimes comes on, she has said to me for years, I want to watch the L Word. And when Generation Q came out, she's like, I really want to watch this looks great. And I said, no, you have, because by this stage we were on like episode 7, I think, because I knew Laura was in it and I knew Emily would love Bet and Tina. Like, she's straight and married, but I knew she would love Bet and Tina. And I don't know whether I would have been so stringent about that if Laurel wasn't in Generation Q, if we weren't seeing her with Laurel. But I really think that, I remember I was there from day one with the original show. I remember those almost 3 years where it was nothing. And I remember in my head thinking, they are never going to get them back together and they're just going to fuck around with us. And then I thought, what they're going to do is they're going to fuck around with us and then they're going to do like what Friends did and get them back together in like the last episode. But man, I mean, when was the she-bar kiss? 2007? 2007, I think. It's 14 years ago and I'm still talking about it. 14 years ago. Seriously, sometimes if I'm like sad or like I would just want to watch something nice, she-bar kiss, and that's all I do is I watch the she-bar kiss like 3 or 4 times, and that moment. Okay, yeah, is it a great kiss? Yes. Could you show it to G right now and she'd be like, yeah, beautiful women. But the reason that I love it so much, the reason I have like such a great feeling towards it, that like I remember that high, I remember that waiting so long and it finally happened after like all that build up to, is because of the way they played this, because they fucked around with us for so long, because we wanted it so badly, because they built it up, because the writing was there, because the execution was there, because the actresses were there, because everything, even the lighting, the direction, everything. And it would not have meant as much without all of that. Like, think about all the other, I mean, like, yes, there's some other great kisses, but there's nothing quite like that She-Bar one. I don't care what anyone says, like there isn't, because of how they built it up. And this time, we need to prepare ourselves that this time next year we might be in the same situation, if but that high is gonna be so sweet. So it's gonna be worth it, guys. And you know what? When it's worth it, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find this video. I'm gonna cut out this little section and I'm gonna say, here I am, calling it. So, yeah. We gotta stay positive. Gotta stay positive. Yeah, and Gloriana just said it too. Sorry if I'm buffering. If they brought Laurel back and if they did all this for a co-parenting storyline, it's an odd choice. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. Well, I think I am going to vamoose, my loves, because I am starving. I haven't eaten today yet. Oh my gosh. You know the girl that I went on the woman that I went on the blind date with? So we're still talking and I've made her watch Grey's Anatomy from the beginning. I'm like, you need to know what you're getting into with me, so if you can. And she just started season 5 because she doesn't know about Cali in Arizona yet, and she just sent me a text saying, Han and Torres, no, Torres yes, but Han no. Oh gosh, it gets even worse when what Han does, but then you get the Arizona treat. Listen guys, if there's anything else that you'd like to see on the channel, I'm just being honest here, it's hard to keep the channel going when there is nothing that comes out. I will do my season 2 updates every couple of weeks when new news comes out. And if there's anything that you like, if you have an idea for a video, I'm not a big music person. That's the only thing that a few people have asked me about. I don't have too much to add about that because I'm just not like, I'm more like a podcast person. But anything else, I'd love some good ideas for videos, because tomorrow I'm gonna do the episode 6 retro review, and then I only have 7 and 8 left. So by the time I move into my new apartment, I'm probably not gonna have any more retro reviews. And then I'll only have the season 2 videos every couple of like a month or so. And amount of listeners, if you enjoy the channel, and especially if you like coming to this and like you're not just here for the L Word stuff, like you are here a little bit for me, please listen to the podcast, because I really enjoy doing it. It really helps me out. And if you ever want to support the channel, a really good way is to either, you can super chat in here, so you can send donations to the channel that way, or you can purchase some lovely merch. And as I said, next week is big. Please, if you can, come to the LCon. It is going to be really fun with the other people, and we'll be chatting loads about everything that's going on. So that night, any donations that come through, I am going to match them and so are the other creators. And I'm going to give the AdSense money, which is not a lot of money, but I'm going to match it all. And we're going to donate it to Outright Action International, which is an LGBTQ charity that like helps people all around the globe who are like persecuted for being gay. So that's a really good one to donate to. So again, the super chat button, the little money sign at the bottom of the where you type something. And what else? Well, make sure to follow me on social media, because I especially Instagram, I put a lot of stuff on there about the like little things that pop up, you know. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is the number one thing you can do to help the channel, because the more subscribers, the better it is. And make sure if you enjoy the video, to like it or comment. That really helps out the channel too. So really appreciate when people do that. And when I get to 5,000 and 10,000 subscribers, I think I'm gonna do the tattoo here, the Elridge Ash Silver one here. So make sure to do all of that. Subscribe, like, comment, share at Facebook groups, anything. If you can put the channel in any of the groups that you're in, or especially the season 2 video from yesterday, because I see people constantly asking about season 2, and if they found out about my channel, I think a lot of them would like it. So really appreciate all of that if you can. And make sure to come to LCon next week, please. I promise it will be a lot of fun. And I also the biggest thing in the world, I am working on something for this channel, trying to get something to work. Can't say any more about it, but it will blow all your minds. So I hope that it works out, and make sure to do all those. But thank you so much for coming, you guys, and being so patient. I don't know what I did to get so lucky. You are truly some of the most wonderful people I've ever met, and I'm so lucky to have you guys. But I love you, and I'm gonna leave you, and G, say bye to everyone. Miss G and I are gonna... Oh my gosh, I got Miss G and it's buffering. I know, G, they wanted to see you, but it's buffering. Okay, we love you. We love you. Love you guys. Be good. Be good.